Hello, Travis. This is your boss, Beth, from Elven Core. You're not at work. Again. Are you on your way to work? If you're in the car, don't text me back. Are you even awake? As soon as you see this, contact me, please.
Oh, hey Beth, what do you want?
Ah, Travis. Finally. Where are you? You were supposed to be at work ages ago.
Oh, is that so? I didn't notice. Honestly, I'm just trying to live my life here and you're calling me again and again. Quit pestering me.
Where are you, Travis? Are you actually still at home right now? You should be at work right now, and I'm gonna need an explanation as to why you're not here.
Oh, geez, is that what you want? I just woke up. Kinda hard to get any shut-eye when my phone keeps ringing like that. I really gotta learn how to turn off this annoying ringer.
Please don't do that. But hold on, are you saying that you just woke up? Are you actually being serious right now?
Yeah, what's the big deal? I was up late last night gaming and I must have overslept. You see, this new shooter came out. Lost Cities. Damn, it's addicting. I'll come into work later. I was thinking I might try to get in some rounds today too, but we'll see.
Travis, do you have any idea what time it is right now? Do you actually think you have the time to be playing some game?
Whoa, it's already past 9:30. Man, I must have been really into that game last night. Come on, Beth. You know what it's like. You're a gamer yourself, aren't you?
I have never once missed work because of a video game. So no, I don't understand. You need to take yourself more seriously. I'm not kidding.
Ah, you're pretty old, so I guess you're not into games in the same way. Yeah, now that I think about it, it makes sense.
What are you talking about?
I mean, someone in your generation might be more into retro games with terrible graphics. All that 2D and that. This one I got is like super realistic. If you were my age, you might be into it, but I guess you're not.
All that is beside the point. If you really cared at all about your work, you'd at least set an alarm. You're not even using an alarm clock, are you?
I don't really like being woken up when I'm trying to sleep, so I don't think an alarm clock would work for me. Besides, I need my beauty rest. You've seen my face, right?
Are you serious right now? Just tell me if you're gonna come into work or not, okay? If not, I'm gonna mark it as a missed day of work, so you need to let me know.
Man, you don't have to get all uptight about it. Let me just get ready, then I'll swing by. I've already been rudely awakened thanks to you. Jokes.
Travis, you're late again today by over an hour and a half. By the time you get here, it could be 2 hours or more. Regardless, do you realize that you've been working here for 3 months and you're late basically every day? What is your explanation for that?
Well, I guess I've always just been kind of bad with mornings, you know? I guess there's a chance it could be due to my night being kind of late. I'm usually on the energy drinks at night, then get really into surfing the net and online shopping. Plus live streams, videos. Well, I just get lost in the void of the internet.
Travis, could you please answer my question? It's busy here, and I don't have all day to be texting back and forth with you. So just tell me simply, please.
Slow down, racehorse. Somebody's antsy today. Anyway, all the way back in high school, I used to always rock up late to the first class of the day. If it was math, I would straight up skip it. Then again, I probably shouldn't be telling my boss all this. You wouldn't judge me, would you, Beth?
I don't care if you're bad at mornings, but you need to be here on time. You see, companies have set schedules that all employees need to follow. That's what keeps a company running smoothly. If someone is late or decides to come in based on their own schedule, it disrupts the flow of everything. And in a business, it causes real problems. I want you to realize this so it stops happening, Travis.
Yeah, I get that. I see what you're trying to say, boss.
Oh yeah? Then why won't you just show up on time?
Well, I've got my own idea too. Let me run this by you.
Travis, just come to work already. We don't have time for this.
Nah, it'll be quick. Alright, so you know how recently companies have been bringing in things like flex work time and those kind of free schedules? Well, I was thinking that giving employees the freedom to come in when they liked would let everyone actually enjoy coming into work. You see, everyone is different. I'm more of a night owl, so I'm hella productive in the evening. Like I said, I'm super wide awake late at night.
Listen, this isn't about if people enjoy coming into work or not. Every employee earns a wage and has to hold up their end of the bargain. You're the only one who has this problem with being late. Literally everyone else comes in on time.
But I bet squares like Mr. Ellington would love to come in at 6 a.m. and wrap up at 2, but because of your Stone Age rules, he can't do that.
What does Mr. Ellington have to do with anything? He's one of our best employees. Honestly, you could learn a thing or two from him, Travis.
Yeah, he could probably teach me how to tuck in my shirt to my pants way too much. That dude's walking around looking like a 1950s gym teacher. But seriously, Beth, you've got to give this flex time thing another thought. I'd make far more progress in my GameStar leadership board if we did that. Not to mention, I'd be way more productive and just more into the work, you know?
No, I don't know. We can't do a flex system. We've discussed this at countless meetings before. We are a manufacturing company and our production deadlines cannot be altered. If we are late on even one of them, it would be detrimental for our customers. You're aware of all that, right?
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean I can't do it, right? Like, what would the harm be in just me doing it? It's not like I even work with that many customers anyway.
Travis, it's a no now and it's gonna be a no every time. There is no point in pursuing this.
Listen, as much as I'd like to come into the office every morning bright and early, that's just not me. I'm a late riser, through and through, always have been, always will be. So let's say you make a little exception for me. That way, I'd be able to work to my fullest at the times when I'm most productive. That sounds fair, right?
How about you listen, Travis? Our company pays you your salary for the time that you spend working at the company. If you want to work outside of those hours, by all means you can do that. However, you're not going to get paid for it. Is that all right with you?
I'm a member of this company. Remember that, Beth. I'm authorized to earn a salary for the hours that I work. How is it right that this company chooses to limit its employees' productivity so much with constricting time schedules?
My role as the president of this company is to keep the ship running smoothly. I'm constantly getting requests for rule changes or adjustments. If I were to allow every single employee request, there would be big problems for our company. Besides, I have no interest in changing our company's rules and making adjustments for someone who doesn't even have the decency to come in on time.
God, you're holding this company back, Beth. It's because of you that this company's rules are so dated. Don't you know that times are changing? You can't run a company like some kind of factory anymore. People have lives and need a flexible schedule to match them.
Travis, I'm getting tired of discussing this with you. Your role at this company is to come in on time and do your job. No exceptions. If that doesn't fly for you, you're welcome to quit whenever you like.
Oh yeah? You really think that letting a promising young guy like me walk out is a good move? You need me around here, Beth. Trust me. Didn't you hear the quote, "Without youth, there is no future"? I couldn't agree more.
If you really had something worthwhile to say, I would accept it. But you're clearly only bringing up points that support your situation. You're only bringing this flex time thing up because it's convenient for you, isn't that right?
How are you even president of this company if you don't have any understanding of your own employees? Frankly, it's embarrassing. Suddenly I've lost my motivation to come into work today. I think I'm just gonna take the day off today.
What?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use one of my vacation days, I think. I've got vacation days saved up, right? How many do I have to use? Like 20 or 30 is average, huh?
That's not exactly how this works, Travis. You see, it was all written up in your contract, which I don't exactly have the time to explain at this moment.
Why can't I use my vacation days? You're saying if an employee really wants to take a day off, they can't? I've got a feeling this might become a bit of a problem moving forward. Basically, this company is forcing its employees to come into work no matter what. That sounds kinda shady, doesn't it?
If you knew the regulations regarding vacation pay, you would understand. But clearly you don't.
How does it feel to be the president of such a shady company? Oh man, I'm getting real sleepy. I better get back to bed. Sorry, boss. I'll see how I feel tomorrow, but no promises. If I feel like coming in, I'll come in. Until then, just mark my days off as paid vacation days, alright? Thanks. Hey, Beth, did you miss me?
Travis, what's going on? You've missed the last 3 days of work.
Oh, has it been that long? Well, I gots to say, taking a few days off with these paid vacation days has done me good. I feel like a new man. Who would have thought working at this company could be so sweet? Getting paid for staying at home? Can't beat this.
It's true that our company has an obligation to give employees the choice to use paid vacation days when they need some time off. But you really do need to check your contract specifics in order to make sure you're eligible for those days. I can't babysit you, Travis. As an employee who's been working here for 3 months, you should really know by now. But now that I have your attention, there is one thing that I'd like to run by you. Perhaps you know something about it.
Ooh, some juicy gossip it sounds like. Lovely, let me hear it.
I recently found out some concerning messages written on social media.
Oh yeah, social media, huh? Sounds interesting.
Well, it was just the other day, so everything's pretty new. But the messages themselves were quite defamatory to the company. Something about how our company wasn't allowing our employees to take vacations, and about how we're forcing our staff to work against their will. Not to mention the posts really caught the attention of some of our investors, who were not impressed by what they saw. Do you happen to know anything about that?
Can't say I have any recollection of anything like that. Besides, what have you got to worry about? Your company isn't shady at all, right?
Travis, I know it was you who wrote those things. None of our other staff go around spewing the complaints that you do. You are literally the only employee who has so many issues with our company, as well as my management style. On top of that, no one other than our employees inside the company, such as yourself, know about the information that was posted online. So level with me. It's better if we are transparent with things like this that have a chance of affecting our company.
Alright, I'll confess. I did write those things on social media. How else am I gonna make any changes in this company? All of the other staff just hold on to your tailcoats and don't have anything of real meaning to say. Frankly, it's pathetic. Besides, I'm sure there are loads of people who left the company due to the unbearable work hours and controlling environment. There has to have been.
You wrote those things then. I knew it. And actually, no. There haven't been many people who've quit. And almost no one has complained about the things that you're always harping on about. Your points are groundless, Travis. Everything that you think of comes from your own unwillingness to do actual work or show up on time.
Oh yeah? But Beth, didn't you only make it halfway through high school? You didn't graduate high school, did you?
What? Why would you suddenly just bring that up?
That must be it, right? You couldn't get through high school, so your worldview is kind of limited.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I know far more than you about this industry, business, anything related to this job. It doesn't matter that I didn't go to university myself.
University? You didn't even finish high school. You have no idea what's really going on. For one, you don't show me any respect.
Respect? Let me remind you, I am the president of this company, while you are an employee. You understand that, right?
No, you're forgetting something very important. You see, I'm a university graduate. You didn't even graduate high school. So, you see, we are very different. I deserve some respect to be shown from you.
Do you really think that our academic history is really relevant right now? What difference does it make?
Of course it's relevant. Think about it. I decided to join this company right after I graduated university. Just because of that, I think it's only natural to give me my proper respect as a university graduate.
All right, Travis, can you tell me why exactly I should respect you? You see, I do value each and every one of the employees that work at this company. It's not easy to devote your time and life to make sure our company continues to excel. However, why exactly should I give respect to someone who doesn't show up, always complains, and barely contributes to the company at all?
What don't you get? Are you stupid or something? I explained everything about how I'm a university graduate. Why isn't that clear to you?
Travis, you've got this so wrong that it's not even funny. I've heard about your generation being unable to take criticism, but this is ridiculous. How can you possibly think that you have any right to speak the way you are to your boss?
My generation? What about your generation? You guys are the ones who prevent this country from moving forward. I'm sick of your state-old rules.
Oh, my apologies. I doubt that others of your generation are as unmotivated and coddled as you. In fact, all of our other young employees show up every day on time, no problem, unlike you.
I don't like the way you're talking to me, Beth. I should report you for power harassment. To think I have to take this kind of harassment from someone who didn't even graduate high school. Unheard of.
Power harassment. Don't be ridiculous. The only harassment I can see is the defamatory social media posts online, not to mention the constant shots at my academic history that you've been taking. If you're smart, you would delete all those posts before it becomes a real problem.
Huh? Is that a threat? All of my points are valid. As an employee of this company, I have a right to state my opinion about my own personal experience. Also, if you want to run a successful company, it might be a good idea to treat your employees with a bit more respect. Maybe then they'll actually want to work for you.
I'm gonna say this straight, as I don't feel you're cluing in. This negative back and forth between us has got to stop. After the last social media posts that you made, we got countless calls from our investors wondering if the rumors were true. Our sales staff were busy replying to all of those concerns, which disrupted their regular duties. We simply cannot afford for that to happen again.
That does sound like quite the headache. Well, why don't you give me what I want, and I'll see what I can do about those nasty rumors that are spreading online. That way we both get what we want, isn't that right? Flex time for me, a sparkling clean online presence for you.
What are you thinking? It's not that easy to just change the rules of a company to accommodate one employee, regardless of what you may think. Our company has chosen to hire you and give you a job. The least you could do is refrain from trashing us online with fraudulent information.
In that case, there's not a lot that I can do. It's pointless trying to prove my point to you, Beth. I think you're finding it hard to relate to an actual university graduate like me.
So, Travis, tell me, what exactly did you study in university? You clearly didn't learn how to treat people with basic respect, it appears. It might be a good idea for you to go back and do it over again. Why don't you start from grade school? That should give you a good foundation.
Huh? How can I even take that seriously coming from you?
You aren't a student anymore, Travis. You are an employee of this company. As an employee, you have to show a certain level of respect to not only me, your boss, but also your other fellow employees. What you have been doing online has not only disrespected me, but also the other people who work together with us at this company. If you really want to succeed in this industry, you have to change your mindset. Big time.
God, you're annoying. Why won't you just shut up about all that nonsense? Really, the nerve of a high school dropout to preach about business etiquette and whatnot to a university graduate? It's really bewildering to me how you think you're somehow superior to me.
I get it. No matter how much I try to get through to you, it's clear you're not going to listen. Besides, I don't want to waste valuable time in these pointless back and forths with you. Do what you like, Travis.
Ah, finally. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? I guess now I can work the way I want and not have to worry about your annoying lecturing all the time. You know what, Beth? All this time off has honestly gotten a bit boring. I guess I could come into work again today.
Oh, is that so? May I ask who this is?
Real funny, Beth. I expected you to be a little more grateful about my decision. You know, I could just keep using those paid vacation days, but I actually decided to come in on my own accord.
I do really wonder sometimes if you really did graduate university, Travis. So please, do enlighten me. What did you study in university that let you get all the way through to graduation?
Hey, what's all this about? You know I went to university. It's on my resume. Besides, what's with the sour attitude? I told you I'm coming to work.
Oh, I understand what you said. I'm just not sure if there is in fact still a seat for you at the office. You see, you were gone for over a week, so...
What? You're saying there's no desk for me? What the hell is that supposed to mean? First you force me to come to work without my consent, then you tell me there's not even a place for me at the company anymore? What kind of backwards company is this?
To put it plainly, Travis, you're fired. To even think you would come back to the office after all that's transpired over the past couple of weeks is ridiculous. You're done here.
What? Fired? Do you really think that you have the right to just fire employees without any prior notice? You really think that's fair?
Of course I do. I'm the president. Therefore, I'm more than qualified to lay off staff for the betterment of the company. And believe me, the company will be far better off without you, Travis.
This is an unfair dismissal. I'll take you to court for this, Beth. This is not okay by any stretch of the imagination. I can't freaking believe it.
Oh, go right ahead. Somehow I doubt your case would have any standing in the court of law. This company did what it had to do. You should understand that, accept it, and give up, Travis. This is final.
You think I'm stupid or something? You think that I don't have any knowledge about these kinds of things? Well, how about the fact that you need to let an employee know 30 days in advance if you're planning on letting them go? Your company didn't give me any notice.
I'm honestly surprised that you know that. The way you've been texting all this time would suggest that you don't have a clue about any of this.
Of course I know about all of this. I graduated university, for God's sake. You think you can just force me to compel to your made-up rules? Maybe you're the one who doesn't know as much as you think you do. So anyway, I'm not going to accept your unfair dismissal of me.
It's hardly a made-up rule. Let me explain. According to labor law, a company must indeed give an employee 30 days notice before they're laid off.
See, I told you.
But what you're not aware of are the particulars of the law.
Particulars? What do you mean?
Basically, the fine print, which says this law does not apply in the case of dismissal for reasons attributable to the worker.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Because the choice to fire you is actually resulting from your own doing, it meant we as a company did not need to give you 30 days of advance notice. Because of that, we were able to terminate your contract immediately.
Terminate my contract? What exactly did I do to get terminated exactly? I didn't do anything wrong. Everything that was said online was private. That's my business, and the company can't decide to target me for something I said privately in my own home. That's what this is about, isn't it? Some dumb social media messages. I didn't know that the company would swoop that low to fire someone for that.
Well, it seems like you aren't realizing any wrong that you might have done, so I'm not sure there's a lot that can be done to help the situation on my end. At least as long as you fail to understand your own negative actions.
God, just tell me then. You haven't stated one negative thing I've done yet, so I guess you can't think of anything, huh?
I don't even know where to start. There's simply too many things to bring up. You honestly cannot recall a single negative thing that you might have done yourself.
No, I can't think of anything I've done that could even remotely be considered negative. Which has me thinking, maybe this is just some kind of personal beef you have with me, and now you're singling me out because you really just don't like me? That's it, isn't it?
Alright, I'd better just tell you then if you're really not going to acknowledge anything you've done. First of all, from the time you started at this company, you haven't been able to follow our work schedule and have been unable to show up to work in a timely manner.
I thought we agreed on this. You said that I could have a flex time schedule. Don't you remember promising that to me? That's the reason I wasn't coming in at the same time as everyone else. I work on my own hours.
That was never something we agreed on, and is certainly not something that an employee can decide on their own. Our company doesn't even have a flex time system in the first place, which I've also explained to you on multiple occasions. Because of this, your inability to come to work resulted in over a week's worth of unexcused absences. In truth, only 3 unexcused absences are grounds for an employee to be immediately terminated, much less over 6 days like yourself.
Huh? Then what about the paid vacation that I was using all that time? I made that crystal clear to you that I wanted to use my paid vacation days, didn't I? I get that you're running a shady company over there, but this is ridiculous. Paid vacation days are part of a worker's rights.
Unfortunately, you were also mistaken about this as well. You didn't have any paid vacation days to use, Travis. Actually, employees don't accrue paid vacation days until 6 months of working in the company. You worked here 3 months in total, making you ineligible for those paid vacation days. Besides, even if you had worked here for 6 months, one criteria for this is actually going to work for more than 80% of the days you're scheduled to. You do not meet that criteria either. Not that it really matters at this point.
Huh? Are you serious?
Didn't you go to university, Travis? Well, I can't say I'm surprised that you don't know this, but still. Regardless, those are the rules.
But what about my salary? I'll still be getting paid for those days that I didn't come to work, right?
What makes you think that you'll be paid for days that you didn't work? I just explained to you, you didn't have any paid vacation days to use. Those days you stayed home were simply counted as unexcused absences. No salary is accrued for those, quite understandably.
What? I was under the impression that I'd be getting a fat paycheck for this month. Now you're saying that that's not the case? I went and spent most of my money that I had in my bank account. I wouldn't have done half of the shopping I had if I'd known this. Why didn't you alert me of this sooner, Beth?
Oh, that is bad, isn't it? Well, I hate to say it, but this isn't the worst of it.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? What could possibly be worse than this?
Well, you do remember what you did, don't you?
We went over this, not showing up to work on time, right?
Well, the higher-ups see something else you did as far more damaging than simply not showing up. What you posted on social media is being seen as serious defamation to the company.
Huh? But those things were all private. Besides, how do you even know I wrote them? You don't have proof, do you? This is all a bluff.
We do have access to your logon details, which allowed us to trace your internet activity. In a case like this, such actions must be taken to protect the company.
What? You searched my private internet history? That can't be legal, can it?
Well, seeing as how you were using the company laptop that we entrusted to you, it is within our full rights to track the usage of that laptop.
But why? What are you going to do now that you have that information?
Well, it's still in its early stages, but I guess it's fine for me to say. The company is planning on mounting an anti-defamation lawsuit against you to make up for the damage you've caused us.
A lawsuit? Are you kidding me?
Not at all. I'm quite serious. You didn't think you could just sneak away from this consequence-free, did you?
This is crazy. How the hell am I going to afford a lawyer? This isn't funny, Beth.
That's up to you to handle yourself, Travis. It might be advisable to find a lawyer soon, though. Obstruction of business, along with damage to reputation, are not light offenses. Without a good lawyer, you could find yourself facing time in prison.
Prison? This is way too much. I can't go to prison. I just got out of university. How the hell did it come to this?
Travis, this is the real world. You can't just go around treating people like dirt and expecting to skate through life consequence-free. The sooner you realize your faults, the sooner you'll be able to get through this and come out better on the other side. Who knows? This could actually be beneficial for someone like you.
Beth, listen, I'm only a new employee. I didn't know about all of this. You were the one who was supposed to teach me about these things. It was your responsibility to fill me in about all of this. Why couldn't you at least just have done that?
Oh, Travis, this isn't a school. This is a company. You're supposed to know that spreading malicious, false rumors online comes with real consequences. I shouldn't need to tell you that. Besides, I doubt you'd even trust advice coming from a high school dropout.
Come on, I can learn from this. You don't have to take legal action. I'll delete everything I said online. I'll come to work on time and everything. Please, Beth, you've got to give me another chance.
Like I said, you're done. I don't want to see you come into our company ever again. I'm saying this for your own best interests, too. See, our other employees are less than impressed with everything you've done since you started with us. Who knows what they would do if you did decide to show your face again in the office?
Why would they be angry with me? It's not like I did anything to hurt them directly.
What you did, your irresponsible actions online, hurt the company as a whole. These things have a trail-down effect. Everyone has a right to be upset.
Still, this isn't fair. There must be another way. Come on, give me another chance.
I'm losing patience in this back and forth with you, Travis. Clearly, your schooling wasn't enough. I joked about it before, but I truly feel that you could learn a lot from studying with high school students again. Nope, scratch that. You could learn a lot doing over primary school again.
You don't have to say all of that.
Oh, I'm barely scraping the surface of what I could really say. But I've already told you all of the official stuff, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to waste another second of my precious time conversing with you.
Beth, wait, don't go. I'm sorry. I won't act all high and mighty anymore. I see where I went wrong, and I can fix it. Come on, you can't leave it like this. Please forgive me.
After that, Travis was arrested on charges involving defamation leading to damage of company image as well as loss of revenue. Though it turned out to only be a summary offense, Travis ended up with a criminal record, along with a lot of explaining to do to his furious parents. After a few weeks of arguments, Travis's parents decided it was time for him to move out, which is what he did shortly after. Unable to find a new full-time job, Travis resorted to part-time jobs as a dishwasher at a restaurant, along with a fast food server gig. Through these two jobs, he's been able to scrape by and rented a room in an old apartment building downtown. However, after the defamation case, he was forced to pay back the company in exchange for the loss of revenue that they'd experienced. Not only that, all of the credit cards that Travis had used while he was still employed at the company were maxed out from his irresponsible shopping habits. It appears that after that, he lived in a constant state of being hounded by bill collectors and had to pinch pennies just to stay above water. As for me, my company flourished after Travis was fired, and it was a true relief to have the stress of the whole situation with him resolved. Thankfully, the rest of the employees were dependable and helped to keep things running even while I was busy with all the legal paperwork. I guess from this experience I learned, when hiring someone, it's best to look not only at their academic history, but also who they are as a person. I know I won't make the same mistake again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!